everyone, my name is Liel. I am a singer-songwriter at Airgigs, and that's about it, really. I would say that I'm a singer-songwriter outside of Airgigs as well, but the truth is I wasn't really until I signed on to Airgigs, so I don't know if I can say that. A lot of musicians get their starts in a lot of different places, and I'm really, really lucky to have found Airgigs when I did. And it gave me the kick I needed and the opportunities I needed to really become a singer and say that I am a singer, not just like feel like I'm one. My story starts when I was about 24 years old, and I realized that I was not singing and that I was never going to sing if I don't go on a TV show. Now, that's not true. You can definitely become a singer and not go on reality TV, but I didn't believe that that was the case because there's so many TV shows. So I signed up to a TV show and I got in, and my experience was so bad. In short, I got on stage with a song that I hadn't prepared, and I couldn't figure out how to sing into the microphone. I didn't sing well. And right before I got an outstanding no, one of the judges said, "Sing again," and I got an outstanding yes. Didn't stop any channel from using that promo as is the biggest save in the history of Israeli television. Like, it was so bad, can it be saved? I wasn't in the mindset of realizing that was an opportunity in the past. Now I am, but I still don't know how well I'd receive that. Part two of my Airgig story. So this is the part that I was pregnant. And I was sitting after a TV show and that I had been on, and I, on one hand, felt like a failure, and on the other hand, met with a producer because of the show who introduced me to recording studios. I didn't know how to work them. I didn't know what I needed for a basic recording studio, and I didn't have experience. So I started working with him, and I was at the studio every day and every night for, I would say, 3 months, studying the ins and outs of everything. And finally, I decided, hey, I have a couple of demos. I'm going to put them online. And I was just Googling, like, where to put a demo. But Airgigs popped up. And, I mean, why not, you know? It's nothing here that says I shouldn't do it. No bad instinct. And I can always hope. So I put my profile up. And I put some demos, and I put a little time and effort and elbow grease into my profile. And 2 months later, I get my first job. And once I got that first job, it slowly started going upwards until suddenly I am a full-fledged singer. And I can't tell you exactly at what song it happened. I can't tell you at what number of views. But I don't think it was that many, honestly. I think that at about, I'll tell you what, when I reached 25 5-star reviews, I got a message from one of my customers. "Oh, I'm really glad to see that you're a top-rated artist on Airgigs." And I'm like, what? And I quickly went online and I saw that I was a top-rated session singer on Airgigs, and I couldn't believe it. I really want to continue telling this story, but it is time for another song. So I'm going to go do that. I am really excited for this part because I told you where I was before Airgigs. I told you where I was once I found Airgigs, and I want to tell you now the after. You go onto the website and you see Grammy Award nominees. You see people who've worked with bands that you can only ever dream of as a musician, as a singer. And being on that platform, I wasn't expecting anything, but I will tell you what, Airgigs is a game changer, because although I don't know and didn't know how to get to become someone who could possibly be considered a Grammy Award nominee, or even just a person who has had experience under their belt, professional experience, Airgigs is a game changer because they offer that now. And I'm proof of that. I am proof that you can go to Airgigs with absolutely no experience and get out the other side a rock star. I have recorded over 300 songs, way over, probably 400, 500, with artists all over the world. I have my vocals starring on openings of singing competitions all over the world. I have written songs for DJs and musicians. I mean, the list is literally endless. I have news. Okay, so I'm going to put it in here because the video is going to come out after the announcement. But my vocals have been put in Kygo's monthly course. These are insane. These are things that I would have never, ever had the opportunity for, even being close to, without Airgigs. I am a full-fledged, I hope fledged is a word, pledged? Airgigs ambassador, whether or not they ever pay me for it, because I cannot stress enough. I wasn't a singer, and then I was. And the only thing that was in between those two was Airgigs. Thank you guys for listening to my story and for enjoying these songs. And do me a favor, go on Airgigs. Oh, and hold on one second. Perfect way to end the show. I am a working musician. Follow Airgigs on Facebook, Instagram, and just do it. Just go. It's worth it. It's so worth it. I will see you guys soon. Hopefully at my next live show that won't be as big a screw up as last time. No, I'm learning.